Hey, what's up everyone? Carlos here, back with another video. What I want to talk about in this video is how to get leads for your contracting business. Okay, so if you're a contractor, you got a home service business, and maybe you're just starting out and you're like, how do I get leads? Right? Or maybe you're just super slow and you're just kind of in a funk and you're like, man, like I forgot how to get leads for my business. Well, really there's only a couple of ways, right? There's paid and there's, unpaid, right? There's like paying for it and then just hustling for it, right? So we'll talk about a few, and hopefully it'll spark some ideas and maybe motivate you and help you get some business. So let's talk about some of the unpaid ways. Okay, obviously there's the classic word of mouth or referral, right? So word of mouth would be you tell your friends and family, hey, this is I got a business, a painter or whatever it is. Just put the word out, let people know, right? So you might get some work that way. Now it's hard to scale that, right? Because you're kind of just relying on chance and people possibly talking about what you do at the right time, right place. But at the same time, it's free and it's better than nothing, right? Then you got referrals, which is where you'll do a project for somebody, hopefully they're satisfied and everything. And then you ask, hey, is there anybody else that who could use the service, right? And because you've already done it for them, now you've got like kind of an inbuilt testimonial, right? Because that person's going to say, hey, this person, Carlos, painted my cabinets, did a great job. I heard you needed somebody to paint yours. Do you want me to give you his number, right? And so it's like a step above word of mouth because you've already got a case study right there. They're talking about their project to their friend, right? So both effective, hard to scale, but again, better than nothing, right? Then you've got things like networking. So networking can be like joining like your chamber of commerce, your local chamber of commerce, or joining different business-oriented groups that are all about exchanging, contact, like information, and getting business that way. Going to business networking events, maybe even like trade shows, and literally just being in front of other people and networking, right? You could even consider taking like business cards to different like related stores. Like, so if you're a painter, you would go to like a paint store, Sherwin-Williams, Benjamin Moore, drop off your business card, say, hey, talk to the people that work there and say, if there's anybody that comes through looking for this particular service, would you mind passing out my business card, right? So networking, again, it's free. If you are good, if you're sociable and you're good at connecting with people, that can be very effective because all you need is a couple of good relationships with people. And if you do quality work, they'll feed your work, So a lot of times realtors are great, people that have relationships, like for me personally. So I've gotten a lot of work from like realtors, like designers. So again, it's free. If you're good at connecting with people, it can be a really good resource. Just an easy way to get like free work. People just send in, leads your way. I would say those are probably like the main free ones, and then you get into the paid ones, right? And you've got, actually there's one more free one, I'll say, organic content. Okay, so creating content on social media and posting it to free platforms. Obviously you got like Instagram, you've got Facebook, right? Pinterest. You got all these different social media platforms where if you created content and posted it without even running an ad, you can generate a lot of work. Facebook groups, right? Look at like local neighborhood Facebook groups. Like there's a lot of moms groups, right? Moms of whatever local, like your town, right? So if you can like maybe ask your wife or your girlfriend or any woman that right? Because usually it's female only, right? Because it's a mother's group. So you can go ahead and ask like a female friend or somebody and have them post in there. That's pretty effective. But there's tons of like, just local groups that maybe even like Swap or like sometimes like garage sale type, groups you can post on there. It just depends. But either way, creating free content, posting it to social media can get you a lot of free work, right? Like a lot of free leads. And it's something you can scale. how often you post, to what platform, to what group, and you start calculating, took me this many posts to get an estimate to get a project, and then you figure out kind of that formula, and then you kind of know how to scale it. Still going to be a lot more elbow grease, because you have to like constantly create new content and post it. But again, very effective. So after those, I would say you've got your paid, and then paid is where you're running ads, right? So you got Google ads, YouTube ads, Facebook ads, whatever platform. By now, most of them have some kind of an ad aspect to it. So that's where it's a lot easier to scale. You can reach a lot of people. You can get pretty targeted, but it's going to cost money, right? So if you're just starting out, you don't really have an ad budget, this might not be the best thing for you, especially because you need to know how to create content in order to get leads through paid ads. So you're probably better off starting with like the free content and posting it to groups and kind of getting a feel for creating content and getting feedback on the content that is working, and then you can use that for the paid ads. I wouldn't just like start creating a bunch of ads at a high budget and then throwing them out there, right? If you're going to run ads and you don't have a lot of practice with content creation or really marketing, then you can do it. Just start with a very low budget and then gradually increase it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are like the at least, top ahead right here, the main ways that you can generate leads in 2024, both paid and unpaid. And really just comes down to understanding marketing, understanding like psychology. And if you know those two things, you can kind of make any one of those work. Like I've met people that have awesome referral systems, strategies. Word of mouth is really the only one that's like super like random. But free content, networking, like all those things can be systematized to a certain degree. So anyways, hopefully that helps. Try them all out, see which one works, but they can definitely all bring you some projects and bring in some revenue. So yeah, we'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.